This video is going to be a talkie for installing single-ended dreads and double-ended dreads. The first one I'm going to show you what to do is with a single-ended dread. Now, I'm holding this. This is a latch hook. With single-ended dreads, they can range in size. This is about a medium thickness. You can get them smaller or larger, and if you're doing, if you're installing single-ended dreads, if you're using the bigger ones, I would suggest finding one of these hairpin clip things and using an elastic, because that'll hold more hair. If you use a latch hook, you won't get enough hair, and these are typically better for the smaller single-ended dreads. But I'll show you how to do both. And the double-ended dread is just the exact same as my last one, but I'll show you anyway. Alrighty. So what you want to do is make sure that your hair is nice and brushed, or whatever. I need a section so you can see what I'm doing. It doesn't really help that my hair is black. Alright. I'll just use the front part right here. Okay. Doesn't help that I have like this baby hairness going on. Anyway. Okay. What you want to do when you're installing single-ended dreads, when I install them on myself, I use the brick method, which is sectioning your hair out in squares or rectangles. I start at the bottom and work my way up, and normally I start with 4 and then work it up till I'm done, I guess. You can find patterns online. There's other ways of installing that are like, you can use the triangle method, which is rather difficult, I find, but I use it on people that I install on, because you can just pack in a lot more dreads if you use a triangle. But like, I use the brick method because it is a lot easier when you're installing on yourself than anything else. There are, like, you can just put them in random, and I used to do that, but I found that with the dreads that I had a weird consistency with spacing and stuff until I started doing the brick method, which works a hell of a lot better. So what I'm going to do is make it so you can see what I'm doing. Did that work at all? Did that make it straight? Kind of, not really. No. Doesn't help that the fan's on. It's really hot right now in my apartment. So if you can hear the fan, I'm sorry. Okay. Sort of making it straight so you can see what I'm doing. I think that's as straight as it's gonna get. Anyway, moving on. As you can see, like, I have a straight line right here. Normally this would be like, you know, on the back of your head or whatever, but you would want to have a good enough thickness for your single-ended dread for a row. So as you can see, it's not exactly like straight this way, but it's straight going up. So you'd have something like this, and then you would section it and stuff. So I'm just going to, because this part has like baby hair and stuff. So yeah, this is about, I don't know if you can see that. This is about an inch square. That's typically what you want for installing a single-ended dread. If you're installing double-ended dreads, you would want it to be a lot bigger, because double-ended dreads are a lot faster to install and use a lot more hair when you're braiding them in, opposed to using single-ended dreads. So yeah. So I'm gonna install with a latch hook first, and then I'll take it out and use the clip thing. So here is my chunk of hair. Latch hook. What you want to do is, since the dreads that I make have a loop at the bottom like that, you want to just thread the latch hook through like this and rest the dread on the latch hook, and then roll the hair so it can fit in the latch hook. This might be a little too much, but oh, nope, just perfect. And then close it, and then pull the dread through, and your hair should come through nicely like that. And then what you would do after you threaded your dread onto your hair is make sure that you separate that piece of hair evenly down, and then just start braiding. Now there's several different ways to braid in synthetic dreads. I made a video on this, so if you want to check it out, I'll post a link at the bottom. But generally what I'm doing is doing an over kind of under thing. So like all of the black will end up here. You'll see in a minute. And just braid it down. My hair is going to be super curly when I take this thing out. But yeah, you see how it has like a ridge right here? That's what you want, but you want it to be a lot tighter to the scalp area. And just braid it down. This is taking too long. Anyway, yeah. You get the point. And then what you would do is take an elastic. You could use a black elastic, or if, say you have dyed hair and you're installing red or orange or teal or whatever, I suggest you finding clear elastics. They work a lot better, and they don't show as much as black elastics or colored elastics or whatever. But if you want to put colored elastics in your hair, by all means, go ahead. But this is how you install single-ended dread. And how you take it out is like you'd undo the braid and then gently pull the dread like that. Okay, now using this, it's a lot, I find using these are a lot easier because it, like, you could just fit more hair into it. These are pretty much the exact same. Just thread it through the hole like that. They're a little bit smaller, so they're a little bit difficult to work with. Not like the latch hook that has like that handle for you to hold on. But yeah. And then you just thread it through the elastic like that. I don't know if you can see, but you probably can't. I don't know. Can you see? Thread through the elastic so the hair is in the elastic, and then you just pull it through like that. I was scared that the elastic was going to break there, but it didn't anyway. And then you have the same thing. Then you would braid it down, tie it off with an elastic, and that's how you install a single-ended dread. Now a double-ended dread needs a lot more hair just because it has two tails. Now some people, when they install double-ended dreads, they don't use enough hair, so when their hair sort of grows out, you can tell that they're double-ended and not, you know, real. But when you use a double-ended dread, you want to use a lot more hair. They require a lot more, so they hold better. So just do that, and I'll just take a chunk like this. Make sure it's a square. But yeah, that's pretty much how much hair you would generally need. It's a little bit more than the single-ended dread, but as I said, if your single-ended dreads are a lot thicker, he would use more hair to tie them in, to install them with. You would, if your single-ended dreads are a lot thicker, you would use more hair to install them in. So what you want to do, since you have your hair separated out like this, and your double-ended dread, what you want to do is take your hair, half it, and keep your hand like this, because that's how you're going to put this in. And with that spacing, like that, you want to put double-ended dread right through. Don't let go of the hair, or you'll end up fucking it up. So you have two, and some at this point, like you have it like the hair right in between the square of hair that you separated from the rest of your scalp, and then you just twist it like that really tightly. At this point, you can use an elastic to hold it. I don't like using elastics because I find them unnecessary, but yeah, you can just do it that way. And the tail that's up the most, like up here, you don't want to braid on. You want to braid on the one that's closest to the scalp, like this. So you would just braid the hair down like this. This is a really nice blue. But I'm spacing it so you can see the braid. Alright. So, yeah, blah blah blah. Just roll it. Rolling the ends is a lot easier, but like, you know, this is just me showing you. This isn't actually how I put them in. I do the braid a hell of a lot tighter. With double-ended dreads, since my hair is this long, I am going to cut my hair shorter, but yeah, you generally want to have the hair like up to here, you know, like really tight, closer to the scalp, so you have more of the dread end to deal with and to play around with. And you'd use, I don't know, if your hair was like this color blue, you would use a clear elastic. My hair is obviously black, so whatever. But yeah, that's how that is. So they stay down like that. If you put the braid on this side, it would end up sticking up like this in your hair, in your installation. So I suggest always doing it closer to the scalp. But yeah, ouch. And then they just fall out like that when you uninstall them. Just take out the elastic, unbraid it, and they just come out really easy. Easy peasy. They don't damage your hair. As I said, my hair is a lot healthier now than it ever has been. So, yeah. But yeah, that's how you install double-ended and single-ended dreads. I hope that this helped. It's a lot better than my other installing videos. I know I have, I think, three different ones somewhere on my channel. But yeah, hopefully you understand what I was doing. It's simple, like you'd separate your hair, put the dread in with either a latch hook or a curvy grip thing, bobby pin, whatever you want to call them, and thread it through, braid it, and tie it off. So it's very simple, very easy. I do it all the time by myself. Nobody helps me install my dreads, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please, if you have any questions, comment down below. Subscribe up top. Like this video if you want to. Bye, guys.